Hi, everyone, and welcome to Divine Resolution Tarot. My name is Chanel, and I'm your reader when you visit this channel. This reading is intended for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter. And if you're watching for an Aries, this may feel like a message for you about your Aries. So if you need to reverse the roles, please do so. Now, you may notice that I'm doing a little bit of a shorter spread this month. It's not because I don't love all of you. I just haven't been having time to do the twin flame readings with personal readings and monthlies. So I want to do something a little bit different. If you need the twin flame reading for January, I'll be uploading that soon. So make sure to subscribe so that you're notified. Also, I'm looking at doing some weekly readings. So I like to kind of shorten these up a little bit. Now, Aries, or anyone watching for Aries, this is going to be an interesting month for you. You had unrequited love coming out in the reverse. And your main overall theme of this reading is very intense. It's you coming to the realization that you want to do something other than what you've been doing. You are beginning to feel as though you've been wasting your time with a situation that has not changed. I feel like the person you're dealing with may have a tendency to leave very abruptly with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, because this talks about someone who's very easily triggered, argumentative, or they just disappear, right? So either it's aggressive communication or no communication. I'm feeling as though with the Gifts Oracle card in the reverse and the Page of Cups and Six of Wands, you've really gotten into a space where you feel like you've gotten everything you can get out of this connection, right? You don't want to keep trying to repair the damage in this situation. With the Ten of Wands in the reverse, I see you letting this go. Now, the obstacle is the Devil. And with the unrequited love in the reverse and lust for your person's Oracle card, they're coming in hot, right? This person is not on the fence anymore. If you've been having issues as far as them choosing you, if there's been kind of no real agreement in this connection, because I do have this Justice in the reverse, I'm seeing that coming to a change. Now, there's something a little bit impulsive about the energy I'm picking up on. So it could be that this person feels that you're leaving. It could be that they're starting to feel the distance, or that you just don't care like you used to. Addictions is in the reverse, or in the upright, for the bottom of your Oracle deck, but you have reunions in the reverse, Wounded in the reverse, right? So you're like, I don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over. It's about to be 2021. I don't feel like this is healthy, right? It's not healthy to keep taking you back. You could be very focused on your career, but I feel like for you, you would rather see what else is out there new, because you're realizing that this just doesn't live up to your expectations. I feel like every time you've dealt with this person, it's almost like you become more and more detached, because it seems like all the work you've been putting into this never goes anywhere. Now, as I'm looking at your spread, your person's energy is over here, and they're coming through with Emperor energy. So they're trying to take control of the situation. They're like, wait a minute, what are you doing? I don't understand this. Where are you going? Right? For you, I feel like you're looking for a reason to hear this person out, in all honesty, because we have conversations and disappointments. I don't know that they'll be able to come up with one that's good enough to keep you from removing yourself from the situation this month. Because with this unrequited love in the reverse, this person has made you feel for such a long time like they don't care, that now that they do, it's kind of like, meh, whatever, right? There's so much toxicity in this connection. There could be multiple people involved in the connection, and it doesn't look like it ever really got off the ground for you. I feel like this is just pretty stale, right? Kind of past its expiration date. You've learned a lot from this situation. Don't get me wrong. You're very clear about what you want and what's worth your time. And I feel like that's really the motivation for you exiting this situation, right? Looking for something that's more reciprocal, more balanced. Now, future energy, I see Three of Pentacles in the reverse. And that's coming through with conversations and gifts in the reverse. So I feel like this person, they have an ego, right? And it's really bruising their ego that they're not the apple of your eye anymore, or like your pet project where you're trying to give them all this love and attention. Suddenly this person is a little bit more grown up, right? Because that Emperor energy is like the father figure. This is someone who feels overprotective of you. They want to grow. They want to expand. They're like, okay, it's, I finally made up my mind. I know what I want and I want you. So what do you mean? You don't want to keep working at this, right? Well, here's the issue is that what's the point in putting a bunch of work into something that never goes anywhere, and I feel like that's why you're really trying to wrap this up. Now, you may be having a conversation with this person with this Ace of Swords as the energy for your higher self's advice or advice from spirit. It's talking about getting the clarity to make an informed decision because I feel like there is not enough communication in this situation, right? I'm lacking in cups and I have one sword, which is your advice. Figure out what's going on with this person. And that'll come through a conversation, it looks like this month. Now, you may be feeling some disappointment around what this person says because I feel like they're making a decision. But we also have lust and ego, right? And when that's combined with the Emperor and addictions, that's a little bit of a difficult energy to deal with. And for you, it may just not be something that you're wanting to keep trying to work on with this person. You have this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, which is kind of like, wow, whoopee, right? Because with this devil energy, even though you feel this attachment and you do feel a lot of lust and you feel this pull towards this person, there's still such an element of toxicity that doesn't look like it's changing or moving, right? So with this Ace of Swords, the advice very well could be to cut this person out of your life for a while until something changes. Because with the Temperance in the reverse, we have to look at the energy that you're stuck in, which is the energy of death, right? So nothing's changing. Whatever they're doing, it's not coming to an end. This toxicity isn't coming to an end. And until you can move through the energy of needing this ending, it almost looks like it's imperative for this relationship to prosper. You really just need to kind of create some distance and maybe work on something else. Now, you will have a decision about what you want to do in regards to this connection because 8 of Cups, right? So this coming out in the reverse is showing me nobody's really going anywhere. But I think that's a huge part of the problem is this toxic kind of tie where it's like, oh my God, I cannot get away from you. Now, for some of you, this is a situation where you have unbalanced karma with this person. And so why it's all happening with the Justice in the reverse, the karma has not been balanced, right? If you have a lot of toxicity in your relationship, could very well be that in another life, the two of you did something to one another, and that's why you trigger each other. That's why you have all these problems. And you have not fulfilled your contract with this person's soul in regards to what you're supposed to be teaching one another in this life or how you're supposed to be balancing the karma between your souls in this life. So as much as you don't want to do this again, I do see a comeback round. I do see another situation where perhaps you meet up to fall out, right? But what's weird about this is like every time you're coming back together, it gets a little bit better, right? Even though it doesn't feel like anything's changing, I feel like behind the scenes, there is something happening here. So I'm going to take a look at your person's energy because I want to see what they're doing with this Emperor. I definitely see them trying to seduce you, probably being a little bit butthurt that you're not willing to accept whatever advances they're giving to you, right? But I want to take a look at how they feel about you and what they want. We're going to see what they're doing and why they're doing it and what you can expect in the future with this connection, as well as the advice for how to deal with the effects of this person's behavior. So if that's something you're interested in, I will have the link to the extended reading in the description box, as well as the preview at the end of the video, as always, so you can take a look and see if that's something that you would like to watch. All right. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for all of you, and Happy New Year. You take care of yourselves. Bye. Then your person is coming in with the 3 of Cups energy in the reverse. We got a 3 of Pentacles reversed, a 3 of Cups reversed, and a 6 of Pentacles reversed. So all of these cards are basically talking about them not wanting to keep giving their attention to more than one person. Now, I feel like that's been a huge issue in regards to your relationship in the past because they are looking at you like, oh, I want to be with my Aries. They're coming through with big healing, apologizing energy, but they think you're really pissed off at them. Because they know they've disappointed you so many times that it's literally like, I have to wait for Aries to calm down because Aries is mad. Aries is not talking to me. Aries is not dealing with me. the advice was to actually communicate with this person. That Knight of Swords at the bottom of your deck could have been you. You could have decided you're cutting this person off and you don't want to hear anything they have to say, right? Because whatever this Three of Cups represents, somebody really dropped the ball here. They disappointed you, right? Perhaps you waited for them to come back and you spoke to them, or, with that conversations and disappointment, you tried to give this an opportunity and it went south fast, right? Page of Pentacles reversed.